We have a beautiful stretch of weather ahead of us for the rest of the week. Temperatures dipping below average today for the first time in quite some time. I'll have everything you need to know coming up in just a few seconds.
Wisconsin's hunter numbers are dropping, and the state is offering grant money to change that. Up next, how you might want to apply.
The U.S. launched another round of strikes against Iran overnight as violence continues to escalate. I'm Bradley Blackburn with details on the U.S. service members killed over the weekend and the Capitol Hill hearings about the war set for today.
A county supervisor reprimanded for dropping an F-bomb. The story coming up. Plus, supermarket secrets revealed. The best days of the week to bag bargains on everything from meat to donuts.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Tuesday, July 21st at 6 a.m. Thank you for waking up with us. We will start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Nicole Skaliksky. And if we've been waiting for some relief from the heat, the day is finally here.
Oh yeah, it's here and it's here to stay really all week long. We're expecting cooler temperatures to settle in today and tomorrow. Going to be the coolest of the stretch. So get ready for this. 73 degrees right now in La Crosse. But these temperatures really aren't expecting to warm up very quickly. Not looking ambitious today for your high temperatures. Bit of a breeze northwest out of the northwest around 13 miles per hour and little to no humidity. You can see the flag in Eau Claire blowing quite a bit. So it's going to be breezy today and temperatures will be on the lower side with little humidity, feeling more like an early fall day outside than the middle of summer. As you go throughout the rest of the day in La Crosse, we'll have various amounts of cloud coverage, but those temperatures really the main story. Struggle to even get near 80 degrees this afternoon across the area, even cooler in Eau Claire. Staying in the mid-70s today. Still going to be seeing that breeze out of the northwest around 15 to 20 miles per hour. That'll be the only hindrance for the forecast today. The breeze leaves tomorrow, but the cooler temperatures are here to stay. Staying strong with that wind today and then looking dry after our wetter start yesterday. A very quiet and comfortable forecast ahead of us. I'll have everything that you need to know with these cooler temperatures coming up in a little bit.
A Trumpeldor County supervisor who dropped an F-bomb during a debate over flock cameras has been formally reprimanded, but he says he'd do it again. News 8's Jadius McGee has the latest update in the story.
What started as a heated debate over flock cameras ended with the Trumpeldor County Board taking action against one of its own.
The Constitution matters.
The controversy began earlier this month when Supervisor Andy Parrish raised concerns that more than 5,000 outside organizations and agencies had accessed the county's flock cameras in a single month. Since that meeting, Board Chair Andy Todd released a statement saying that the sheriff made the decision to reduce public access to the flock camera system, not the county board. But during that July 8th discussion, Parrish used profanity while responding to another supervisor, leading to Monday's vote to censure him.
We all need to be treated fairly. We all have our disagreements. There's no reason why we can't talk about it. I'm hoping it sends an idea of saying, you know what, we can talk, we can communicate, we can do it respectfully, and we can get the job done.
Parrish disagreed with the board's decision, saying the vote was about more than his words and arguing it reflects a larger debate over constitutional rights.
Do I regret what I did? No, 10 to 10, and I will do it again to this body. I guarantee it. The Constitution is real. People's rights matter. Protecting speech, even speech you hate the most, matters.
The resolution does not remove Parrish from office or limits his ability to vote. Board members say it's meant to set expectations for how county business should be conducted moving forward.
I believe Andy Parrish's best work as supervisor is coming. He has the passion. He has the capability, but he just needs to know what lane he needs to be in for our meetings.
The next county board meeting is scheduled for August 17th at 5:30 p.m. Reporting in Whitehall, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
Wisconsin is seeing a decline in hunters, and the DNR is putting some money behind fixing that. News 8 Now Seth Padilla has details for us live this morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the DNR is offering grants to bring in new and old hunters, and the deadline is fast approaching. Now, the Hunter R3 grant, standing for Recruitment, Retention, and Reactivation, offers up to $75,000 total, with individual awards capped at $25,000. The money goes towards organizations and individuals providing hunting education, and for those who break down barriers for both old and new hunters.
Hunting has traditionally played a big role in how we conserve wildlife and their habitat. There's a lot of good benefits and research out there showing that just like getting outside and being exposed to green spaces can have really big impacts for like your mental and emotional health.
Projects that have been funded by the program consist of renovation to archery ranges for urban schools and scholastic clay target programs. You can apply by visiting the Hunter R3 section on the Wisconsin DNR's website. The deadline for applications is September 15th of this year. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, thank you for that update, Seth. Turning now to some national headlines. The Secretary of Defense and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs on Capitol Hill today facing questions about the escalating U.S.-Iran conflict. Bradley Blackburn reports.
Overnight, the Pentagon said U.S. forces finished another round of strikes meant to degrade Iran's ability to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
We control the strait. They don't control anything.
But early this morning, British maritime officials reported that a tanker was struck by an unknown projectile, forcing the crew to escape in a lifeboat. While in Kuwait, air raid sirens rang out to warn of incoming Iranian missiles.
Neither side really has articulated their clear strategic objectives of what they hope to accomplish through this latest spurt of violence.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats say they'll press for those objectives when Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth testifies before a Senate panel today.
I intend to question Secretary Hegseth about the policies and the strategic decisions that led to this war and to its rising costs.
In the tragic toll of war, 2 U.S. service members identified as 19-year-old Texas native Private Isabella Gonzalez and 25-year-old Hawaii resident First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, stationed out of Fort Bragg, were killed in Iran's attack on an American base in Jordan over the weekend. A third is missing. On social media, President Trump warned every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. Meanwhile, the State Department is cautioning Americans abroad to be extra vigilant, warning that Iran or groups aligned with Iran could seek to target them. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
A Democratic primary forum for Wisconsin State Treasurer is happening in La Crosse tonight. The Young Democrats of Wisconsin hosting the event at the Concordia Ballroom starting at 6:30. Open to the public after registration, and it's also streamed virtually. Joel Brennan, running the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor, hosted a town hall last night at the French Island Community Center. Here's what he had to say.
I absolutely want to get progressive things done in Wisconsin, but we also have to be pragmatic about the things that we can do. And that's who I have demonstrated myself to be, whether it's as the top appointee in state government, whether it's running the state's largest science museum, whether it's working with businesses in order to be effective and meet the challenges in local communities.
Brennan says he stands apart from the other candidates, pointing to his transparency and consistency as qualities voters should demand from their next governor. The Wisconsin Democratic governor's race remains in flux with the August 11th primary just weeks away. 5 candidates are still in, but 2 who dropped out, Sarah Rodriguez and Missy Hughes, will still appear on the ballot. One political expert says the level of volatility this close to an election is unusual.
We're in a pretty chaotic position within this primary election. I do think a lot of voters remain undecided, but candidates are running out of time to make their case to the voters.
The Republican primary remains unchanged. Tom Tiffany and Andy Mansky on that ballot. Cyclist Boera cases are spreading nationwide. So is misinformation about the parasite. News 8's Brooklyn Hines separates fact from fiction.
Despite popular belief, Cyclospora cannot spread person to person. It's linked to fresh produce, and the current outbreak has ties to one specific vegetable.
Right now, it looks like it's only shredded lettuce. Very immunosuppressed people and should probably be careful with lettuce currently, maybe avoid lettuce for the next couple weeks till we're sure what the exact source is.
One big misconception is the timing. Symptoms like diarrhea or vomiting can take days and even sometimes weeks after you eat the contaminated food.
The incubation period is up to 2 weeks, so it could be something you ate, 12, 13, 14 days ago.
The source of the outbreak was previously thought to be shredded lettuce from Taylor Farms, but the FDA now says the initial test was a false positive and the investigation is ongoing. The Wisconsin DHS says they're watching closely, but that lettuce is not the only produce in question.
Iceberg lettuce is something that is happening in other states. We don't have a signal right now among our domestically acquired infections.
For now, Dr. Zelton says don't panic, but do take precautions.
Washing your produce under clean running water. The other thing is cooking your produce. Cyclospora, I believe, is 158 degrees Fahrenheit, but a lot of our different germs are susceptible to heat as well.
Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now This Morning.
Health experts add if you're using a head of lettuce, a good prevention measure is to peel off the outer leaves. And happening today, a free outdoor movie night at the Vernon County Fairgrounds with a community message. The Vernon Health Foundation's Films on the Field features Ratatouille this year, centered around the theme Anyone Can Cook, and a focus on food insecurity. Admission is free with limited complimentary food available. Time now is 6:10. Still ahead on your morning news, a back-to-school scam is hitting Wisconsin. We'll tell you what to watch out for. Plus, make the most of your food. We'll tell you which days are the best to go grocery shopping.
Take a dip in this 150-foot-long pool. I'm Wendy Gillette with lush new accommodations in the Maldives despite a slump in tourism.
When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
The wait is over for the perfect time to buy your new truck. The biggest Ram 1500 savings of the year have arrived. New Ram Warlock Crew Cab with a V8 Hemi, $8,000 off MSRP. New Bighorn with heated seats and steering wheel, $12,000 off. Laramie Crew Cabs with leather seating, $16,000 off. And off-road ready Ram Rebels, $17,000 off MSRP. We have over 30 in stock and more on the way. Get to Sugarloaf Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Highway 61, Winona.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. No contract, no commitment. And set up your internet in under 10 minutes. Spectrum fiber-powered internet delivers the most reliable internet for everything you do at home. Streaming, gaming, and connecting. Switch today and get Spectrum fiber-powered internet for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO. It gives our staff such great pleasure to see our patients back to normal activity in as little as 3 months after the TPLO surgery. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
If you suffer from chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine.
Huh. Today hasn't been a headache day.
Botox treatments are 4 times a year.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as trouble swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 96% would tell friends to discuss Botox with a doctor. Chronic migraine may still impact you.
Talk to your doctor about Botox.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
In your morning consumer news, Wisconsin officials are warning back-to-school shoppers about a new online scam. They say scammers are posting fake ads on social media that lead to copycat websites where your personal and financial information could be stolen. Officials say be careful when clicking on social media ads for school supplies and deals. And if you're looking to save at the grocery store, timing is everything. Money experts say Wednesday mornings are the best time to shop when most stores refresh their weekly sales. For discounted meat, hit the store on Fridays when older stock gets marked down. And for clearance, bakery and dairy items, Sundays and Mondays are the best bet. President Trump is threatening a trade war with Canada, imposing a new 50% tariff on certain Canadian goods. He's invoking a 1930 trade law that allows a president to tariff goods without congressional approval. That law has never been applied this way. The tariffs cover electric equipment and machinery. Ontario's premier already calling on Canada to retaliate. A new rule from the Housing Act takes effect next January. Companies that own more than 350 homes will no longer be able to buy single-family homes. A limit real estate agents say could open the market for everyday buyers. The U.S.-Iran war is reshaping travel in the Middle East, with U.S. airlines canceling flights to the region through the fall, but nearby destinations are still open for business, as Wendy Gillette reports.
As strikes continue between the U.S. and Iran, American Airlines, Delta, and United have all pushed the resumption of service to the Middle East to at least September. The global pullback has a ripple effect on nearby countries, including the scenic Maldives in South Asia, commonly reached by connecting through Dubai. Travelers can still fly to the island nation via Singapore's international airport and a few others. But the Maldives has seen a substantial drop in tourism since the war started, down almost 25% in April compared to 2025, though improving to a 12% drop-off last month.
I truly believe that like any trend here in the Maldives is very short-lived, and we will see a bounce back.
Resorts in the Maldives are preparing for a full return. Seaside Collection behind Finaloo Resort with its floating breakfast, huge overwater villas, and a new art studio just rolled out a new property nearby called Dot Here.
One of the standouts is this pool, which extends from one end of the residence to the other, more than 150 feet.
Dot Here is among the smallest hotels in the world with only 9 residences, each outfitted with a private chef, boat service, and whimsical design in separate sections overlooking the beach and ocean.
There's nothing like it in the Maldives.
Another new resort, Ra Gili, opened its doors in February, hoping to stand out in a crowded field. It's the first of 6 planned private islands with unique themes. Each overwater villa has its own slide, taking guests into the clear waters of the South Malay Atoll, a dolphin sanctuary.
Oh my gosh.
Ra Gili water sports team Eurodivers keeps watch on the dolphins and alerts guests when they're near to swim with them in the wild.
It is once in a lifetime kind of an experience.
A considerable draw once tourism returns to normal levels.
The World Travel and Tourism Council estimated several months ago the war is costing the travel industry in the region $600 million a day. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Nicole now. She's got an update on the forecast.
Well, we have a beautiful day ahead of us. Sun rising slowly now in La Crosse. Temperatures pretty comfortable outside. Warm for your morning standards, but we're not expecting to warm up too much more from beyond this. 73 degrees outside in La Crosse. Your dew point around 64, so really the mugginess is far down as we go throughout both today and really the days to come. The only bad takeaway today, your wind a little bit breezy. Out of the northwest, blowing around 13 miles per hour in La Crosse and in Eau Claire. Temperatures in Eau Claire just as nice, 70 degrees with little to no mugginess outside. Another thing to note, not a lot of haze on those cameras. The air quality much improved. Still sitting in the yellow, which is moderate. Almost down to the good, still have some green lingering for some areas. This is really only going to impact those slightly with very sensitive issues. Otherwise, most of us are in the clear for both today and for the next couple days to come. Not really seeing any additional smoke moving into the forecast through at least the middle to end of this week. As I said, the only bad takeaway today is really going to be that wind. A little bit breezy out there, winds blowing out of the northwest. Already breezy this early morning, but as we head later on into the afternoon and into the evening, we'll see winds blowing closer to 20 miles per hour, at least above 15 miles per hour. That does get into your windy category. So a little bit of a nuisance wind. Might feel a little bit cooler out there with that wind as well, because it's already going to feel quite cool as far as mid-January or mid-July standards go. This would feel amazing for January. Your temperatures in the morning still holding on to the low 70s, and it takes a while for them to warm up, and they're really not going to warm up all that too much. The graph makes it look a lot more dramatic than it is. 72 to 88, 78, only looking at a 6-degree change from the morning to the afternoon. Overall, very, very comfortable today. High temperatures across the area struggle to get out of the 70s. Most of us will be staying in the mid to upper 70s today. 79 for your high in La Crosse, 77 in Eau Claire, a few 80s possibly maybe in southern Wisconsin. Otherwise, everyone's still just staying slightly below average now. More than 5 degrees below average today. Our morning temperatures, of course, in the 70s today, haven't quite felt that cool down, but we'll feel that cool down at night tonight, and then it will really start to see that change. 56 for your low in La Crosse, 53 in Eau Claire. Getting a little bit chilly out there in the morning. Might need to grab something to cover up as you first head out the door tomorrow. You can definitely turn that AC off, open up the windows overnight. Could probably keep the AC off for the next 2 days, really, to save some money, because it's going to feel very nice outside. 76 tomorrow for your high, 75 in Eau Claire, even just a tad cooler tomorrow than we were today. The last time we were below 80 degrees was July 2nd, so a nice needed cool down. Still staying below average through the end of the week. We do warm back up into the 90s for the weekend. For our friends down to the south, if you have any family and friends, especially in the Louisiana area, could be seeing some heavy rainfall as the newly formed tropical storm Bertha forecast to make landfall the next few days. I'll have all the details on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Nicole. As you start to wake up, we will leave you with a picturesque wake-up call with Annapolis, Maryland, the state's capital city, sitting on Chesapeake Bay there. This is a view of the Annapolis Town Dock. Beautiful. Stay with us. We'll have more news coming up after your morning sports blitz.
The Brewers with a chance to lock up the best record in the MLB through 100 games against an old friend, plus a payday for a key piece in the Packers defense. That and more coming up next in the Blitz.
Wisconsin's hunter numbers are dropping, and the DNR is offering grant money to turn that around. Coming up, why you might want to apply.
At TJR Improvements, we pride ourselves in our all-inclusive approach. From start to finish, we handle it all.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bathroom, we can bring it to life.
We focus on low-pressure sales, fast and free estimates, followed up by custom design and quality work.
From stunning kitchens and custom cabinetry to bathrooms that feel like your own private retreat.
We guarantee you reliability, clear communication, and a great project experience. Contact TJR Improvements to start that project discussion and for your free consultation.
Like a lot of things, people come in all different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the any size one low price mattress sale. Right now for our anniversary, no matter what size mattress you want, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay just one low price. Get this memory foam mattress for just $99. Any size, just $99. Want it thicker? Any size, just $169. Even thicker? Any size, just $199. Plus, get our 365-night sleep guarantee. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
You've spent a lifetime opening doors. Now, one opens for you. Once Weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. And now it's open to you through Medicare GLP-1 Bridge for no more than $50 a month. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
A new door opens for millions with Medicare. Ask your doctor about Zepbound. Visit zepbound.com/Medicare.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome into the Blitz. The Brewers had quite the series out of the All-Star break with an exciting sweep of the Marlins at home. Milwaukee continuing their homestand against another NL East foe, the Mets, last night. And former Brewer Freddie Peralta on the bump for New York, but the crew got to him early. First inning, Bryce Terang shoots one down the line. Jackson Chourio comes around and scores easily. Then in the second inning, Cooper Pratt at the dish with nobody aboard. But the Rook sits on the sweeper, and that one is going to have enough juice to leave the yard for Pratt's first career big league blast. Then in the third, a light jog around the bases for Andrew Vaughn as well, as he parks one out in the Brewers bullpen, and Milwaukee goes up by 3. Then Joey Ortiz joins in on the power surge as he sends out his 5th homer of the year. And through 100 games, the Brewers had the best record in the majors as they win their series opener 8-3. Steam in a tight race for the last playoff spot in the Northwoods League. La Crosse and Minot tied at 1 in the third. Rachel Morai gonna keep it tied. Look at this. Great catch crashing into the fence, stealing the would-be home run. We're still knotted up at 1 in the fourth. Aubriella Garza rips one to left field. That will not be caught, and Grace Frechette comes around to score. The Steam lead. Honeybees would answer, though, in the 5th with a few runs of their own. That one will score off of a great catch by Trinity Gregg in center, but a pivotal play right here. Michaela Etling gives one a ride to deep left. Play cannot be made. The umps would talk it out, and home run is the call. The Steam will end up going on to win 6-5. And with training camp set to begin next Wednesday, Devontae Wyatt will be healthy and newly paid. The Packers defensive tackle has reportedly agreed to an extension with the franchise yesterday for 3 years and $57 million with a $20 million signing bonus. Wyatt was having a career year last season with 27 tackles and 4 sacks before a serious ankle injury against the Lions on Thanksgiving. And a fun story on one of the fan favorites for the Loggers, saving on flowers, on our website, news8000.com, so be sure to go check that out. All right, that'll do it for your Morning Blitz. Alexandra has some more news for you next.
Get an 11% rebate on your outdoor project at Menards. Create a beautiful border for your landscape with durable concrete blocks. Check out our great selection of styles and colors in stock and ready to take home today. Get this interlock edger for a value of 99 cents each after rebate. Forever Green Turf Food promotes a thick green lawn. This 32-pound bag covers 10,000 square feet for long-lasting results. Get Turf Food on sale now, plus an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This is the Irish Fest you've been waiting for, celebrating 21 years of Irish Fest Lacrosse, August 7th through the 9th, with one of our biggest lineups ever, including the High Kings, Gaelic Storm, City and the Harp Twins, plus making their first ever appearance at Irish Fest Lacrosse, the 11-member all-female Irish supergroup Bird. 3 days of music, food, culture, games and family fun await. Irish Fest Lacrosse, celebrating Ireland and the heart of lacrosse. Tickets are available now at irishfestlacrosse.org. Slaughter.
News 8 and Dairyland Power Cooperative presents Top Notch Teacher, celebrating the educators who go above and beyond. Nominate a teacher who sparks curiosity, shows kindness, or changes a life. Share a short story about what they do. Include their name, school, and grade, and any examples that make them exceptional. Visit news8000.com/top-notch teacher to submit your nomination today. Help us honor the teachers shaping our future.
You don't have to look too far to see living proof of Washington's failures. It's endless money for foreign wars and nothing but increased costs for hardworking families. I grew up on a dairy farm, ran a small business, and wait tables to pay the bills. I fight for people. It's why I refuse corporate cash, and I won't trade any stocks in Congress. We need more working class folks to represent us in D.C. that'll stand up to special interests. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
We have a beautiful forecast ahead of us today. Temperatures are cooling off both today and for the rest of the week. How cold are we going to get? I'll have everything you need to know coming up in just a couple seconds.
Wisconsin's hunter numbers are dropping. The state is offering grant money to help turn that around. Up next, why you might want to apply.
The U.S. launched another round of strikes against Iran overnight as violence continues to escalate. I'm Bradley Blackburn with details on the U.S. service members killed over the weekend and the Capitol Hill hearings about the war set for today.
A La Crosse summer tradition for 52 years, the Mediterranean Festival is back this weekend. They join us in the studio with a preview.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 6:30 a.m. Good morning to you all. We will start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Nicole Skalicki. You're bearing some good weather news.
Finally.
A nice change up. Yeah.
Good and quiet. Good and quiet. That's all we can ask for in the weather world. It's looking really nice out there today. Depends on how hot you like it, though, because if you're a fan of the heat, well, it's going to look like a bad forecast for you for the coming days. Everyone else, though, jumping for joy. A little warm by morning standards, but the 73 degrees isn't anticipating warming up very quickly as we head into the afternoon. Also lost all of our mugginess, dew point down into the low 60s. Only bad takeaway today, a little bit of a breeze out there. Northwest around 13 miles per hour across the area. Sunshine is really looking nice, though, and Eau Claire also studying in the low 70s. As we go throughout the rest of the day, those temperatures, again, not really going anywhere too quickly. Mid to upper 70s expected for much of your afternoon across the area. Various amounts of cloud coverage, but those winds still stay strong area-wide, blowing close to 15 to 20 miles per hour today. We'll stay cool both today and tomorrow. The breeze does die down tomorrow, but we still have to get through this afternoon, and then looking dry for the rest of the week. Really, the temperatures are looking really nice for the days to come. So I'll have a closer look at your weekly forecast coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Nicole. A Trumpereau County supervisor who dropped an F-bomb during a debate over flock cameras has been formally reprimanded, but he says he would do it again. News 8's Jadius McGee has the story.
What started as a heated debate over flock cameras ended with the Trumpereau County Board taking action against one of its own.
The Constitution matters.
The controversy began earlier this month when Supervisor Andy Parrish raised concerns that more than 5,000 outside organizations and agencies had accessed the county's flock cameras in a single month. Since that meeting, Board Chair Andy Todd released a statement saying that the sheriff made the decision to reduce public access to the flock camera system, not the county board. But during that July 8th discussion, Parrish used profanity while responding to another supervisor, leading to Monday's vote to censure him.
We all need to be treated fairly. We all have our disagreements. There's no reason why we can't talk about it. I'm hoping it sends an idea of saying, you know what, we can talk, we can communicate, we can do it respectfully, and we can get the job done.
Parrish disagreed with the board's decision, saying the vote was about more than his words and arguing it reflects a larger debate over constitutional rights.
Do I regret what I did? No, 10 of 10, and I will do it again to this body. I guarantee it. The Constitution is real. People's rights matter. Protecting speech, even speech you hate the most, matters.
The resolution does not remove Parrish from office or limits his ability to vote. Board members say it's meant to set expectations for how county business should be conducted moving forward.
I believe Andy Parrish's best work as supervisor is coming. He has the passion, he has the capability, but he just needs to know what lane he needs to be in for our meetings.
The next county board meeting is scheduled for August 17th at 5:30 p.m. Reporting in Whitehall, JDS McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
New this morning, Wisconsin is seeing a drop in hunters, and the DNR is putting some money behind fixing that. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And yeah, the DNR is offering grants for both new and old hunters to try to get them more involved, but the deadline is fast approaching. The Hunter R3 grant, standing for Recruitment, Retention, and Reactivation, offers up to $75,000 total, with individual awards capped at $25,000. The money goes towards organizations and individuals providing hunting education and those who break down barriers for both old and new hunters.
Hunting has traditionally played a big role in how we conserve wildlife and their habitat. There's a lot of good benefits and research out there showing that just like getting outside and being exposed to green spaces can have really big impacts for like your mental and emotional health.
Projects that have been funded by the program consist of renovation to archery ranges for urban schools and scholastic clay target programs. You can apply by visiting the Hunter R3 section on the Wisconsin DNR's website. The deadline for applications is September 15th of this year. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, thank you for that update, Seth. The Secretary of Defense and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs are on Capitol Hill today facing questions about the escalating U.S.-Iran conflict. Bradley Blackburn has the details.
Overnight, the Pentagon said U.S. forces finished another round of strikes meant to degrade Iran's ability to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
We control the strait. They don't control anything.
But early this morning, British maritime officials reported that a tanker was struck by an unknown projectile, forcing the crew to escape in a lifeboat. While in Kuwait, air raid sirens rang out to warn of incoming Iranian missiles.
Neither side really has articulated their clear strategic objectives of what they hope to accomplish through this latest spurt of violence.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats say they'll press for those objectives when Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth testifies before a Senate panel today.
I intend to question Secretary Hegseth about the policies and the strategic decisions that led to this war and to its rising costs.
In the tragic toll of war, 2 U.S. service members identified as 19-year-old Texas native Private Isabella Gonzalez and 25-year-old Hawaii resident First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, stationed out of Fort Bragg, were killed in Iran's attack on an American base in Jordan over the weekend. A third is missing. On social media, President Trump warned every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. Meanwhile, the State Department is cautioning Americans abroad to be extra vigilant, warning that Iran or groups aligned with Iran could seek to target them. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Joel Brennan, running in the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor, hosted a town hall last night at the French Island Community Center. Here's what he had to say.
I absolutely want to get progressive things done in Wisconsin, but we also have to be pragmatic about the things that we can do. And that's who I have demonstrated myself to be, whether it's as the top appointee in state government, whether it's running the state's largest science museum, whether it's working with businesses in order to be effective and meet the challenges in local communities.
Brennan says he stands apart from the other candidates, pointing to his transparency and consistency as qualities voters should demand from their next governor. The Wisconsin Democratic governor's race remains in flux, with the August 11th primary just weeks away now. 5 candidates are still in, but 2 who dropped out, Sarah Rodriguez and Missy Hughes, will still appear on the ballot. One political expert says the level of volatility we're seeing this close to an election is unusual.
we're in a pretty chaotic position within this primary election. I do think a lot of voters remain undecided, but candidates are running out of time to make their case to the voters.
The Republican primary remaining unchanged, with Tom Tiffany and Andy Mansky on the ballot. Cyclospora cases are spreading nationwide, but health experts say misinformation about the parasite is adding to the confusion. The foodborne illness cannot spread person to person. Symptoms like diarrhea and vomiting can take days or even weeks to appear after eating contaminated food.
Right now, it looks like it's only shredded lettuce. Very immunosuppressed people and should probably be careful with lettuce currently, maybe avoid lettuce for the next couple weeks till we're sure what the exact source is.
The outbreak was initially linked to shredded lettuce from Taylor Farms, but the FDA said that initial test was a false positive and the investigation continues. A free outdoor movie night is happening tonight at the Vernon County Fairgrounds with a community message. The Vernon Health Foundation's Films on the Field, featuring Ratatouille, centered around the theme Anyone Can Cook, and a focus on food insecurity. Admission is free with limited complimentary food available. After 10 days of almost nonstop heat, the impact is showing up in Minnesota and Wisconsin lakes. Fish kills are being reported as warmer water holds less oxygen. Derek James shows us what DNR biologists are finding.
The effects of this prolonged heat wave are becoming impossible to miss. Along the shoreline of Peltier Lake in Centerville, hundreds of dead fish, mostly northern pike, along with a few bluegill and largemouth bass, are washing up after 10 days of 90-plus degree temperatures.
Is it getting cooler?
DNR crews are measuring lake conditions after numerous fish kills.
31. Yeah, 31.
That works out to about 88 degrees, a water temperature considered a chronic stress level for fish.
Today we're at 202 reports. Covering 99 water bodies across the state, and a huge pulse of these has really been just in the last week.
Warm water holds less oxygen, making it harder for fish to survive.
I think we're looking at a bunch of shiners. They're probably, I can't tell if they're here eating or if they're here because they're stressed.
Larger fish like northern pike and muskies are especially vulnerable.
This water is pea soup green. There's algae and other bacteria in this water that are using up oxygen. And as the water gets warmer, the amount of oxygen that can actually be present in that water is going to be lower.
A lot of those guys aren't even casting for them.
Fishing guide Chris Griffin says that's why he's putting muskie trips on hold.
This year is by far the warmest I've seen on Minnetonka. I had 91.1 degrees last Thursday. Averages in that 85-ish range.
He's waiting for cooler water before letting clients chase them again.
I won't book them for muskies until the fall.
And he's hoping other anglers will show the same restraint until conditions improve. Derek James, WCCO News.
Coming up, chicken kebab, sliced lamb, falafel, and homemade baked goods from around the Mediterranean. Sounds good. The 52nd annual festival joining us live after weather.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know inspiration's in full swing this time of year. So bring us your wild ideas and we'll bring the value on the quality supplies you need to make it happen at unbeatably low prices. Right now, during our summer pet care sale, get Blaine's brand dry cat food starting at $5.99. $10 off select bags of Hill's Science Diet dog and cat food. Plus, save on KT designer welding helmets 30% off. Find value on everything to do your thing. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Birthday cake Wurzel. Wow, this is so good. What's it called? A Whizzle? Espresso Wurzel.
Thank you. Tastes just like a coffee shop. I love Wurzies.
Door County Cherry Wurzel.
Yum. These whirlies are amazing.
Did someone order a dill pickle Wurzel?
That's mine. It's a Wurzel. Delicious.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
I've been baking my entire life, so I love being in the kitchen. And I'm constantly furrowing my brows. So when some of my friends mentioned they got treated with Botox Cosmetic and were happy with the results, I booked my first consultation. Botox Cosmetic, it's been FDA approved for over 20 years. And it's the most studied product of its kind. I'm happy with my results. They're very natural looking.
Botox Cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping, or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Taylor, and I got treated with the one and only Botox Cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox Cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Well, we saw some rain yesterday. We really saw that cloud coverage move out, though, and we've seen a clear morning ahead. It's not the same, though, for anyone further to the south. Seeing newly formed Tropical Storm Bertha, the second on the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, just spinning out in the Gulf right now. We can see some tropical storm warnings off the far southern coast of Alabama, Mississippi, and getting into Louisiana this morning, taking its slow time, though, just kind of spinning in one spot. As we look ahead, though, this is forecast to make landfall, or at least clip, especially areas of far southern Alabama and Mississippi, and possibly more substantial effects going into Louisiana. The good news is the highest this forecast goes is to the tropical storm degree. We're not seeing any hurricane activity quite yet, thankfully. Winds only getting up to 45 miles per hour, although we could see substantial rainfall across the far southern region of the United States, eventually becoming a tropical depression and moving into the Houston area for the end of the week. So seeing that hurricane season activity starting to show face a little bit more, although National Hurricane Center is forecasting a below average season in terms of quantity of named storms, which is, of course, great news to hear after the very active couple of last years that we've seen. Back here at home, cooler temperatures below average in the way of temperatures for the next few days. This morning, actually a little bit warm for your morning lows, although we're not expecting to warm up very quickly from this point on, staying steady in the 70s all day today and even going into tomorrow. 73 outside right now in La Crosse, 70 degrees in Eau Claire. Your high temperatures, again, not a whole lot of change from where we're at this early morning. Staying in the mid to upper 70s, maybe a few 80s possible across the area overall, though very, very comfortable. 79 in La Crosse, 77 in Eau Claire. Even going into tomorrow then, we didn't quite feel that cool down with our morning lows, obviously, this morning with them in those temperatures in the 70s, but we will feel it going into tonight. Look at this. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, the 50s back into the forecast. The first time we've said that in quite some time. You can turn that AC off, open up the windows. Going to feel beautiful outside. 56 for your morning low in La Crosse for your Wednesday, 53 in Eau Claire, and then tomorrow even feeling a little bit cooler even compared to today. Mid 70s possible for your Wednesday highs. This will likely be one of the cooler days of the week. 76 in La Crosse, 75 in Eau Claire. And of course, since the temperatures are down, that'll bring the dew point down as well. Our muggy meter all the way to the bottom of the chart. Both today, maybe a little muggy to start, but by tomorrow, going to feel very comfortable. And that comfortable trend lasts all the way through the end of the week, even into Friday. By the weekend, though, we do see an uptick, getting back to a little bit more humid for your Sunday because temperatures will be on the rise. We'll be closer to 90 degrees going into Sunday, but until then, we're staying below average all the way through the week, staying in the 80s, a little bit warmer through the end of the week, but again, still below average before that heat and humidity return for your weekend.
Thank you, Nicole. New this morning, a La Crosse summer tradition is coming back. The 52nd annual Mediterranean Festival at St. Elias Church is this weekend, and we're joined with a taste of what's in store by Violetta, the leader of the bake sale. Good morning. Great to see you again, Violetta.
Good morning, ladies.
Yes, so
pleasure to be here again.
Yeah, we're happy to see you again. Tell
Yes.
us what we can expect this year.
So this year we're going to have some more sweets on the bake sale side. And another different thing this year is because of the construction, we're going to have a lot of the events, activities, including the bake sale outside of the building. So there will be a big tent for the bake sale, and it will be all in one area. So you'll see everything is going to be the same, but some new sweets and new goods will be baked and served. We've been working on that, and I have some new tastes to show to the community, which we already started introducing them. These are really old Asian desserts that are not very well known in America. And we've tried to introduce them in previous bake sales, and people like them, so there will be more of them this time.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, and you're getting a huge variety. I have to actually read them off because you're getting these baked goods or finding inspiration from so many places. Greece, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Bulgaria, Russia, Georgia, Ukraine, and even more countries. Tell us more about the variety behind all of the baked goods.
So Lebanon, Egypt, Bulgaria, they're all common because they come from the Mediterranean region. The Mediterranean region is known for its cuisine that that comes from the poles of the cuisine are wheat, which is the bread, olives, which is the olive oil, and grapes, and which is, guess
Wine?
what?
Wine. Ah, okay.
Sometimes we
got
sell
that
wine
one.
there too.
Oh, you do sell wine
Yes.
there. Okay, great. Okay, so everything's made on site. We know that there's a lot of preparation that goes into this. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the main thing about the preparation is that first, because of the complexity of the recipes and the process, one single person is not able to do the whole thing, make it all. So it's that technically, but also it's a community thing because we all get together in the kitchen of the church. Some folks get together in their homes. They still do stuff, but they're always doing preparing things together. So this is unity, unitedness, camaraderie, community, friendship, all working together towards one goal to help the church to raise money, but also to get the culture more popular and get the community in La Crosse and in America know more about the Mediterranean culture and cuisine.
Okay, yeah, and so it is raising money for some renovations for the church, right?
Yes, and that's one of the reasons, that's the main reason why everything will be outside. Right now there is a construction going on, but it's in a semi-finished way, but it's in process. The money that we have been raising and saving throughout the years are coming into fruition now. We're building an extension of the church, which will include a dome. It's very typical and symbolic of the Orthodox Church. Hopefully we'll be able to put a big bell on top in the dome.
Nice.
Also, there will be more and better accessibility, and we will be able to get in the kitchen and the common community area without having to get outside.
Okay, all right. We know it's a fabulous event. Do we need to sign up ahead of time, or what do you recommend?
I recommend getting on the website of the church online. It's STLEILS-lacrosse.org. That's where you can get ticket, or you can text 608-719-5445.
Okay, and we will get that up on our website too.
Yes.
And then quickly, we didn't say it is Sunday. What's the time for them?
So Sunday, the 26th of August, starting at 12 p.m. The bake sale will be open at 12 p.m. So we'll have the iconic baklava, we'll have the kadaifi, which it's a derivative from the phyllo dough that we use on the baklava, but it's shredded.
Okay.
And it's soaked in syrup and wrapped in nuts and spices. We'll have the tulumbla or tulumbi, which is the Mediterranean answer to the churros.
Oh, nice.
But
Okay.
only the difference that they're soaked in syrup. They're crunchy outside, and bursting with sweet syrup inside.
Okay, that
So,
sounds great. All right, so coming up on Sunday, we will be
Yes.
looking for that. Thank you so much for being here with
Yes.
us again. Great
Yes.
to see you.
Yes.
Stay
Great
with
to be
us.
here.
We'll be right back.
See you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Up to 59% off list at the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland. Get this Ashley sectional for just $9.99 and get the Ottoman free. This Sealy mattress just $3.99. Pay no interest for 59 months on qualifying purchases at Slumberland.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's the most reliable internet.
It's connecting with my followers out there and in here.
It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's Wi-Fi that stays on even when the power doesn't.
Staying connected no matter what.
So what's Spectrum Internet? It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at spectrum.com.
At TJR Improvements, we pride ourselves in our all-inclusive approach. From start to finish, we handle it all.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bathroom, we can bring it to life.
We focus on low-pressure sales, fast and free estimates, followed up by custom design and quality work.
From stunning kitchens and custom cabinetry to bathrooms that feel like your own private retreat.
We guarantee you reliability, clear communication, and a great project experience. Contact TJR Improvements to start that project discussion and for your free consultation.
People come in different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the any size, one low price mattress sale. No matter what size mattress, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay one low price. Get this memory foam mattress for just $99, only at Slumberland.
Welcome back at 6:56. Time for your morning news now. Wisconsin's facing a decline in hunters. The DNR is putting money behind fixing it. The Hunter R3 grant offers up to $75,000 total for organizations and individuals providing hunting education and breaking down barriers for new hunters. All right, Nicole.
Well, we have a beautiful day ahead of us. Temperatures will be staying in the 70s for your forecast today. Big difference from where we have been, and we'll likely be staying in the 70s tomorrow as well. Really cool for the rest of the week. So get out and enjoy the nicer weather.
Some comfort in the air.
finally.
We will take that. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here at noon.